Can you tell us about what the most recent story around free speech in the UK has been?
Sure. So the story of Graham Linehan is actually the story of everyone, because as it relates to freedom of speech in the UK, every story is actually the same story. Now, Graham Linehan, for context, is an Irish writer and a very successful one. And from his hand have come the sort of normie sitcom Father Ted, Black Books, the IT Crowd. I think the IT Crowd was the longest running, but Father Ted was the most successful. And it wasn't the dark, edgy stuff. This was your family sitting in front of the television giggling type humor, and very, very successful. But at some point in the last decade, Graham Linehan decided to try his hand at gender identity politics, siding with feminists who he felt were being stripped or having hard-won rights threatened. And he felt that this threat was emerging from the online subversive right. So he became quite an active social media personality, attacking profiles that he believed responsible for these threats. But he quickly discovered that it actually wasn't the online right, and that the threats were coming from the big lobbyist organizations, their media and their legal supporters. And chief amongst these is the organization Stonewall, which is named after the eponymous US riots, and was always a very strong lesbian, gay, and bisexual activist group. But at some point, they repurposed and parachuted the T in there and prioritized transgender activism as a result. And I don't want to turn this into some culture war, but this is actually what happened. This is documented. And what Graham Linehan discovered was almost the poster child for Antonio Gramsci's Long March Through the Institutions, because if you talk about capture, then Stonewall was in the BBC, the police, the councils, the government, the government departments, and he had even gone into corporations.